Welcome to SuperCoach and welcome to the weekend preview. Going to take a look at the weekend ahead, and look, I think quite clearly Charlie Spargo, the Demon, is the man we want to take a look at. Of course, he's priced at 117, really averaging quite nicely, been around that 79, 80 mark each game for his first couple. I think we can get it definitely as a forward, and I think he's available as a mid too. So I think he'd probably be the main issue in terms of a downgrade. There are a few options. Ben Ronke is another one in the forward line that might be tempting a few people because our forward lines have been hit pretty hard. I mean, some people will be struggling with injury. We've seen a lot with, Walters and Franklin, and, Sicily's been suspended, and, there's been plenty of rookies who have copped injuries as well. So it might be an opportunity for you to downgrade there to one of those guys. In terms of the team news, Nick Nat, of course, copping the 1 week suspension. Don Barry's been omitted, same with Fogarty. Timmy English as well. Higgins is on an extended bench. In comes Bont, Wingard, not that it really affects too many people these days, and Akers as well. No Kelly, no Sloan, no Franklin just yet. So they'll be certainly causing people some headaches as they hope that some of those stars come back. I'm not sure whether Bont or Pendlebury, for that matter, will definitely play. They could be ones to monitor on the late out situation. But look, I think really, Kobe Much as well as a guy. Finn Appleby, if you're looking for a defender. I'm not so sure on their job security just yet. Same with Ronke as well in a Sydney Swans outfit. You never know. They can often be players that are put out of the side. There's a bit of depth at the Swans there, and clearly Spargo for me is the one I think you really want to get your hands on at this stage. And we have seen these sort of signs with some rookies where they look like they're going to be not only good job security but good scorers, and then all of a sudden they don't work out. Guelphy's been one, Caulfield is another that have hurt us. So potentially he has those signs of not only being a good money maker but a quick one at that, because he scores quite nicely too. All we need is sort of 75s and 80s, and it'll be fine by us. So I think if you're looking for a downgrade or just want to make the most of some cash cows that are available, then he'd be the one. In terms of reaching up and upgrading, then I think Tom Mitchell's clearly the one. He's probably as low as he's going to get, and I think at about 587, most will probably already have him, but I think if you don't, certainly bring him in. Matty Crouch is another. He's looking really good. Of course, 530 odd I think he is. He's got rid of that 50 now, got rid of that other sort of low, sort of 100. He's looking like he's now back into it, looking much better. Dane Zorko as well. If you're going to look to take a punt, then maybe he could be the one. Of course, went bang with a 160 odd. I would be steering clear. I know he's cheap as chips. Maybe if you wanted to afford a bit of a luxury, or maybe if you plan out your trades and you're thinking, a couple of my cash cows haven't quite worked out, I'm not going to be able to do, upward of 150k sort of an upgrade. I need to just sort of do about 100k, maybe even less, depending who you're trading out. If you don't want to reach too far, then Zorko might be a more appealing, and you might need to take that risk while he is still cheap, because with a break even around 45, he won't be at that price for long. But I still feel like a tagger could tear him apart at any minute. I know he broke it the other week, but I do have my concerns there. And look, keep an eye out for Dangerfield as well. And a bit like Mitchell, most people would have started him, most would have him, but I think Danger's going to get to about as low as we might see him too. He's really playing a lot of time forward, 60% at the moment. But I feel as if that will change, not only when Ablett comes back, but even more so when Menzel comes back. This week will certainly probably be an exception, because there's no Menzel, there's no Hawkins. So, we know he's capable of kicking 5 and scoring 140 that way, but it's always more inconsistent as a forward. And look, so far, playing more forward hasn't really done it for him. He might be carrying something, he's working through it. So, look, in a perfect world, if you haven't got him, he's starting to come down a bit cheaper. Should be able to get him around that 580 to 600k mark. Should be a really good buy. And also, I think, it's probably about time that we start making these big upgrades, particularly in the midfield. I think that's really what we want to be doing now. Particularly also, a few of these cash cows are starting to really beef up and become probably as much money as they're going to make. It's Finlayson, Sam Murray's another one, like some Banfield, Holman. These break-evens are starting to go up a bit. So all of a sudden we've probably got to start thinking about not only when are these guys starting to drop into our range, but are these cash cows going to continue to make money? Because ideally we want those guys that we want to get, they drop, they get to a point where their break-even's extremely gettable, so they've bottomed out, and our cash cow, we can trade out a guy who's probably got his break-even to around 50 to 70. He's peaked, he's not making you much coin, now's the time to do it. So there's a few guys like that. I don't think any of these guys are going to drop in coin too much, but they've probably done their dash in terms of making money unless they fire out a 90-plus score. Rory Sloane, I mentioned he didn't come back. He's definitely a guy I think we could look to bring into the side within the next couple of weeks. I think he's coming off a fairly lean run. I think his break-even might be around the 200 mark. So he is a guy to keep your eye on in terms of bringing into the side. But yeah, my advice would be continue to trade hard. I think at this point in time, you know, I feel as if you can be aggressive, and particularly if you've got a few trades, then certainly we all should be looking to get that ramp of the cash cows going and offloading them, making money, getting money for future trades. Maybe it's a downgrade and upgrade for you this week. That's what it is for me. So yeah, just plan it out. You know, even just tonight, I got the old pen and paper. I was trying to finalise exactly what my trades would be, and I thought, gee, can I do this if I trade him now? You know, plan it out. I think it definitely helps writing it out, and it certainly will save you a bit of pain in 3 weeks' time, because it's all well and good to just go, yeah, I'm going to get this gun in, he's on fire, he's averaging heaps, you know, pay the money, I've got it. But then in 3 weeks' time you go, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have done that because now I'm 50k short of my other upgrade. You know, so you really got to work it out and try and play the percentages. Bit of luck comes into it, but yeah, certainly it's worthwhile playing out. And thanks again to everyone who commented on the video in regards to my first AFL game covering. And look, I really appreciate all the comments. There were plenty there, plenty of likes. So yeah, it's great to see. I wanted to sort of share a couple of those types of things with you guys. So it's great to see that seemingly people do enjoy seeing it. And yeah, again, thanks to everyone who commented. Thanks to everyone who gave it a bit of a view as well. Certainly do appreciate it. And yeah, look, everyone that does comment is great, but I know there's a lot of people who watch as well and are long-time subscribers. And it's always good looking through the comments and seeing familiar names that have been with me for a long time. And, you know, it certainly doesn't go unnoticed, and definitely do appreciate the support, because, you know, there's a lot of times where you are doing a lot of videos and, you know, maybe you might want to be doing something else instead of taking the time out to do the video, and then you sort of go, well, no, there's people out there who've been watching for a long time and are expecting a video, and so that always makes it worthwhile when you see those sort of names coming up continually, which is really good to see over, you know, it's been a few years now I've been doing, but certainly a lot of people have been on board for that journey for some time. So thanks again. I hope you keep tuning in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll be back soon for the press conference on the Monday. Cheers.